Yeah, it's still on. So
That's
what were
fine,
we
'cause I
talking
got this
about?
one too.
We're talking about Chile Underworld boxing with 80 carries.
Yeah,
Something like that.
we've done this. All right, so let's just because I think we've brought up points that we've done in the past, and I think that people don't want to hear that for a second or third or 15th time. Please buff Kabrakan. So we were talking in originally. We wanted to hear what you had to say about having tier in the jungle since it's going to be reworked, and what your opinion on that was.
Well, to be honest, I think tier in the jungle has always been like a fairly strong role, like ever since season 1, due to the fact that tier has a poll and polls turn out to be pretty good. I think this new rework would have to be a pretty drastic change for him to be good, because if you look back at season 2 tier was never that amazing in the jungle. I think pretty much that's due to the fact that number 1, they nerfed pen boots, which allowed you to just basically rush a lot of damage on tier. I think I don't believe it'll change much, because I don't think you can get blink and still be viable for ganks with tier, which was kind of tier's whole thing in the jungle. I don't know. That's just my take on it. I still don't think tier jungle will be that viable. I'll try it.
Right.
I don't
Usually
think it's gonna be
Hand of God.
I wouldn't pick up Hand of the Gods, but I think you'd usually go up like Sprint or Weakening Curse.
Okay.
That's just what I would usually pick up. I think Blink's it has too long of a cooldown. Well, not even too long of a cooldown. I think it's too situational to get anything out of in at least a jungle role.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'd have to blink in and like really like guarantee a kill with it.
Yeah.
To not make it that punishing.
What's the cooldown on Blink right now?
I think it's
180
180 seconds.
And
Seriously?
that's
Yeah.
I think that's combat. Is combat blink 5 minutes?
There's no combat blink.
Yeah, there's no combat thing.
I'll get rid of that. My apologies.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look it up because I think it's
I mean-
120, not. I think
Well, no,
it's
I think the fully upgraded blink is 60
yeah, it's
seconds.
it's
cooldown.
120. It's 120, and there's
Oh, it's
no
120.
yeah, there's no fully upgraded, dude. It's just
Yeah, it's
blink.
just this one.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So
I
yeah,
mean,
that-
I think if you compare that to like when I actually used to play a lot more tier jungle than I used to go tier solo, and I would rush Blink like ASAP. I would get Hog and then instantly start on Blink. And Blink used to have a 45-second cooldown if you maxed
Yes.
it out. So compare that to 120 seconds, and you have a lot more ganks. You have a lot more ganks compared to that.
Yeah.
Like imagine every 45 seconds you blink on the mid lane and pull them, and maybe they beads the first time, but the second time you gank, I mean 45-second cooldown, you're not gonna have beads up again.
yeah. So
I
they're
mean, right
basically-
now, mid laners would just instantly itemize like beads or something. You blink it on the mid lane, they pop beads, and then you kind of just walk away slowly.
Yeah, because what's the cooldown on beats? Reopen close tab. I was
I think
looking at
it's like
Sanctuary
90
because it's the
seconds,
bane of
maybe?
my existence.
It's like 160, 180 seconds or something.
So 160.
Is it
So,
really?
yeah, well, 160, which is great because Ares' ultimate is a what 52 seconds when cooldown.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You can land 2 ults after fucking baiting the beads. That's nice. I just hate that if a team gets Ares and Assault, they practically won unless the Ares is a mouth breather.
Yeah.
That is the only way you're gonna win that.
or if the rest of the team sucks too.
Yeah, or if the rest of the team can't capitalize, or your entire team is composed of people who have ults that have lower cooldowns or anything that removes kind of like that kind of pool, like Noxus ult, for example.
Well, let's put it this way: in Assault, you can't build meditation and beads
Yeah, exactly.
at
So
the same time.
yeah, and I mean, what I'm saying is that there's a lot of ifs in there, and let's just say that RNGs isn't too nice whenever we play.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we always get screwed.
I mean, practically, we just play against 3 Areses, and this is just normal Assault.
Yeah, Ares,
So
Xing
no,
Shang,
so-
Hell Ra, and then
Yeah, exactly. They get a team full of like 3 healers, 5 Areses, and it's just me and Storm. That's how our luck has been lately. Actually, I wanted to ask what you think. Do you play Mode of the Day often?
When it's a cool match of the day, I
Yeah.
guess.
So like all picks,
team?
right?
Oh yeah, I love those. I love those so much.
I do too. So how frustrating is it that you have a game like Siege and Desist, which is literally just normal Siege, but you can all pick, and you go against a normal Siege team? It's like, what's the point?
Yeah,
What's the fucking point?
That's really dumb. Yeah, I've had that problem a lot, and I feel like if you're gonna play match of the day, why not just like do something crazy?
Yes, this is exactly my point. It's like you go ahead. Go ahead.
The teams I've always gone up against are like literally just like cut and dry like competitive teams.
Yes.
It's like, yo, you got a tank, you got your ADC, and I'm like, come on, man, we're like 5 Thanatoses.
Yeah.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
you're gonna play like Ares, Odin, freaking Zeus. Like, come on.
yeah. Like, what's the point? Like, you can just play normal Siege and do this. Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no difference, and your stats don't matter now
This
because
is why
you're
they
playing
do
What
it.
of the Day. No, but
They know that we exist, and we're gonna run 5 Thanatoses or 5 Kabrakens.
Yo,
Yeah, they just want to feel good about
Yes.
themselves for winning a match of the day.
yeah. It's really annoying because I think one of the things that really pull this is that most of the time whenever hi-rez has put on these fun match of the days, which honestly I wish they did it more often, whenever they put these things, they usually have like some kind of quest or some kind of thing that you need wins of the day to get stuff like either
Yeah.
3
Oh,
wins
yeah,
of the day, you get gems and stuff like that. And so now you have a bunch of players that need this win of the day because they want that exclusive icon that they're going to use for 1 week.
Oh god, let's not even get started.
Yeah, and so you have like now a quest thing. It's like, yeah, sure, you want this thing and it's nice.
That's true.
I just don't feel.
They reward you for not doing something fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you have the no fun allowed squads. Like, I mean, you can't. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've had so much fun whenever we've had 5 Kabrakens versus 5 Emirs.
I mean, I think the best way to fix this actually would be to improve the custom, like the custom map making. Why can't you make it so on customs you can't like make your own match of the days?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Something that actually Richard put up one day as an idea was if you had a team, right, of it's an all pick, right? If you had some way of making it choose either 2-2, 2-2, or 3-2, or whatever way you want to do, and you have 5 people in the team nominate a god, then the game randomly selects that god and gives all of them that god. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a cool
Yes.
So now it's like
idea. Oh, that's a great idea, actually.
yeah. So like, for example, like I'll pick Agni, somebody else will pick Aphrodite, Ra, Odin, whatever, and then the game will just be like coin toss, coin toss, coin toss, I mean a coin. Fuck.
Just fucking. Are
Dang.
you speaking English anymore?
No.
Seriously.
Roll a dice. Roll a fucking dice. And it just kind of goes like, hey, this is the god that got picked. You all get it. Or
Yeah.
it could be like 2 gods that get picked and 3 of them get it, 2 of them get it, and then you can trade. I mean, anything of the sort, right?
I actually think that's a great idea. I was
They
actually
had
gonna
that.
say, like, how would you solve like the no fun allowed? How would you solve that? But that's actually a really good idea for solving for it.
I would love to see this in play because then you don't get the no fun allowed guys. And
Exactly.
I mean,
And I mean, like even if you still wanted to like go like an all of one specific person, you could still do that because you could just all pick the same person, and then it would bottom. Like, there's no chance of you not getting that all of.
exactly.
And then for those teams that go like the Odin, the Ares, then they might get stuck with like all Odins.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
still good.
Which
The
yeah,
problem
it'd
with
still be
the all
good,
ones-
but like I would rather play against like 5 bird bombing Odins than like an actual like try hard team.
I agree.
Yes.
I definitely agree. I love playing. Like I brought up the Kabrakan and Emir game because I had a lot of fun, and this is not because we won. Because as a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys were in there. We got stomped hard. But the funniest part was seeing an entire lane blocked off by walls, and that was hilarious. No one could move. There were walls everywhere. Kabrakan walls, Emir walls, and they were just everywhere. It was a labyrinth. And this was just unique.
You should make that a game mode. Just
No, they
walls.
have there's Heroes of Newer did that game mode to the T, and they made it even better. They made it so that for the champions that you know would be stupid broken, like Guan Yu, if you had 5 Guan Yus, that's retarded.
Yeah.
Each team had 10 seconds for each player to ban 1 god. They didn't show your other teammates what gods you banned, so you can ban, like, multiple people can put the same ban on a god and waste their ban, so not 10 things are actually banned. And then after that was done, it was exactly as you said. Each person had 1 god to pick, that if whatever percentage based on how many people picked that god, it was chosen, everyone gets that god. And they did that for both teams. The
That's
best
cool.
I ever had back in Han was basically a long-range ADC called Flint Beastwood, and it was 10 Flint Beastwoods on the same map.
Is that a pun on Clint Eastwood?
Yes, it is. It was ridiculous chaos because they have across the map snipes and long range retarded amounts of damage. It was up to who got fed first.
All right, so it's like 10 needs, but with ridiculous range.
Yeah,
like
That's
normal.
awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, it was fantastic.
That sounds like a lot of
one of the
fun.
funnest things I've ever done.
You know, that's actually a great thing because in these kind of like 80% cooldown modes, whoever picks 1U is a fucking slut.
Yeah, that's true.
People.
You're a
I
fucking
think,
slut.
like,
Or Zeblanc.
I don't like comparing Smite to League of Legends because they're completely different games. But like League of Legends has this like match of the day event where they only do it like once a year. But they allow ban not bans, but I think they like permaban certain characters like permanently.
They did. No, they
So
did.
because some gods are just obviously just like ridiculously broken in the game mode and just wouldn't be fun to play against. But Smite doesn't do that. They give you like 2 or 3 bans each, and then like, oh, Guan Yu didn't get banned, rip in pieces.
Yeah. This is a bad thing. I mean, if we had more bans, I guess. Because like there are some gods that you can build against. I mean, if you have an enemy 1U, you can always get an Odin. But
Yeah,
then,
I guess so.
Yeah, but then you know, now you have to counter build.
Then again, I remember playing against a Circuit with 80% cooldown, and
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm the kind of slut that would do that because that is just.
And you are a
hilarious.
slut for doing it.
how do you kill
hilarious.
Circuit with the 80% cooldown?
You get somebody
how
with
do you-
you get somebody with just as much mobility, or you trap her with somebody with stealth. So
How do you trap an 80% cooldown circuit?
Loki,
You play Nox.
you play Nox.
80%
Yes.
cooldown.
Ares
Nox,
is gonna work.
Thanatos, Hades can
Ares.
do it. Because Hades' wither, his fear,
Yeah, the silence is pretty good.
his silence and his fear though. I've actually done this to people in the 80% cooldown mode. You can just keep fearing somebody because it doesn't. I don't think it leaves the wither out of them, and even if it does, while they're feared, you can just auto attack them and do it again.
Well,
but you can
actually-
permanently fear them.
He's looking
Yeah.
up right now.
I want to see what the cooldown. What do you know? Does anyone know what the cooldown of Hades' 2 is?
Let me look it up.
I thought it was 6 to 8 seconds.
Let me look it up. Yeah, but I mean at 80%.
I played him
100%, that would be 2
a
seconds.
lot.
That'd be 2 seconds. How long's the fear?
Huh?
It's
Oh, the
10
fear is 2
seconds, so it would have almost a 2-second cooldown.
Yeah, let me see.
So
I'm-
And
you
it's
could
a 2-second fear.
basically infinite. It wouldn't be exactly, but you would almost be able to do
Close
it.
enough.
Yeah, okay, so cooldown is at 11 seconds. 11 seconds minus 80%.
Is-
Yeah, that should be around 2.25, right?
Yeah,
Do you
so
have
no-
enough of a gap for Circuit to jump away?
Not really.
No,
Not
because
really,
no,
because you could
that's
silence. Because she has to
seconds.
crouch down first. She has to crouch down,
Right.
but you could silence her out of that.
Yeah, and the
Everything
silence
you
lasts 2
chase-
seconds.
Exactly.
The silence lasts 2 seconds. This is pretty much you just foo, 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 and it applies blight. So no, you could just keep doing it.
And then you could just spam your 3 in between there. You know.
Yeah.
But are there diminishing returns?
No.
No, I don't think so. Right?
Thank God.
80's in the new match of the day. I want to try it.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of fun. I think at one point I had an Athena feared, and she was walking to my tower, and it was really funny just kind of seeing her conga line to the tower. And one of her friends came in, stunned me, and then she got away, and she was like, "Fuck this! Never looking at Hades again. If Hades is in the lane, I'm gone. Fuck that. Fuck that
You also
guy."
get what's that? The spirit robe that reduces crowd control.
Oh, you could. That would work.
Yes, that would work against the Hades if you get reduced crowd control. Actually, speaking of reduced crowd control, I want to derail this real quick. A suggestion in case anybody from hi-rez ever listened to us. One cool thing, you know how they have like the things that you have penetration, crit chance, cooldown reduction, whatever in the list. It would be nice to see crowd control reduction.
Did they not have that?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it would be really nice if they did that.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Just flat crowd control.
I mean, I
reduction.
think crowd control is one of those stats that no one looks at. I mean, I don't look at it, but I think it's an important thing. Like, if you have like 40% crowd control reduction, that's like that's actually pretty good because that means like a stun that would normally last like 1 second, now it lasts 0.6 seconds.
It's good on those.
You never get CC longer than 1 second.
Yeah, but
that's true.
it's
I
always.
actually think that doesn't Tears. I'm not 100% sure about this because I haven't like specifically experimented with it, but I'm pretty sure it's like CC reduction actually works off of Tears passive. So if you have like 40% CC reduction, it'll reduce it down to 1 second and then like turn it down to like a 0.6 second mez or stun or whatever from 1 second. I think it does do that. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it does do that.
You're saying like when he's dashing through them, they'll technically be able to do stuff before the dash is over?
Let's say Ymir freezes him, you know how like his passive makes it so like the stun would only last 1 second?
Yes.
If you have like 40% crowd control reduction, I'm pretty sure it'd make it last 0.6 seconds.
That's awesome.
Instead of I think.
Yeah.
But
I think.
I'm not 100% sure on
I mean, Tyr's an old god. They probably thought about that, right?
yeah.
So I mean,
It doesn't make too much of a difference though. I
Yeah.
mean, like 1 second and 0.6. His passive's just good.
Yeah.
Well, actually, here's a thought. If that works on something like a knockup, that would technically make Kumbhakarna practically worthless.
No,
It doesn't work on
No,
Kumba's
because Kumba is I think it counts as a banish.
yeah. I think,
Even
Yeah,
his
you
sleep
can't
though.
handle.
Like in the time that he sleeps,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
do you have time to charge up his ground slam?
Yeah, that's a different story. I mean, that would fuck me over because I like to be a total dildo and just kind of snore, like yawn, and then while I'm just staring at them sleep. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, right before you wake up, you're gonna die.
back when it's 3 out of 3.5 second mez.
Oh my god. Yeah. Let's see.
Those are the days.
Yeah, now it's it's mez duration is 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Yeah, the slow duration is 2 seconds. The mez duration is 3 seconds.
Wind up is like 2 seconds.
15 seconds. Yeah, that's about. Yeah, you can almost infinitely yawn somebody in 80% cooldown.
There's a lot of
You chase
things
him down.
you can infinitely do in 80%
Yeah, you can.
cooldown.
Yeah, you can. You can. That's hilarious. I need to start doing that.
Funny enough, I don't even think ADCs are even that good in that mode because they don't usually use that many abilities. I think like they're still good because you usually get max gold, but
Yes.
you play someone like I don't know, like
Never mind.
Poseidon or I don't know, some mage, and your abilities are up every like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes. However, there are some ADCs that are amazing, like in there. Like for example, Huoyi is
Oh, yeah.
permanent
Yeah, I
stun,
see that.
permanent fucking stun,
And you can be in the air.
and you
Oh.
can be in the air all day. Artemis, the boar, is
Oh wow, yeah, that's
fucking
insane.
crazy pants. And her not so good. Apollo, you can fly eternally. That is fun. Because now you turn the game into a 4v5, and then when your team bitches at you, you just kind of just spam laugh while in the air. And yeah. Cupid's okay because of his zoning. Medusa's old. Some of them are
Yeah.
good. Some of
I
them are
love
good. Chiron not
80%.
so much, and her,
It's so much fun.
yeah, the 80%.
No, Chiron is pretty good.
Chiron's okay. I'm not a huge fan
You
of
know,
him.
I've actually never played Chiron, not even a jungle practice game.
Neither have I.
he's actually pretty strong.
Yeah, he's strong. I don't know. I just don't see him that much.
I
fun
don't
to
like
play.
Chiron.
I don't
But
see.
like I said before, I'm under the philosophy of that if you make a god like overpowered or like at least strong, don't give them high mobility.
Yeah.
And they gave him high mobility.
Yeah, and his 2 is the most skillful thing in the whole game.
Oh yes, absolutely.
That
That's what I'm talking
requires
about.
all the skill in the world.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. It's a final fuck you, you know? Just all right, bye.
At least it doesn't cripple anymore.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
the cripple? What?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Holy shit. That's a horrible joke on humanity.
Guys, let's talk about something good. How about Arachne sucking?
I thought you said let's talk about something
Oh,
good.
man.
Yeah.
I could rant about Arachne for so long.
Oh, please rant a little bit. I'll join you because Arachne's garbage right now.
Okay, like I said before, I am under the philosophy that if a god's fun, you don't need to change them. Like I loved old Arachne. I
Yes.
loved old Arachne so much.
Yep, you and I.
She was my baby. Her playstyle was so unique in the game at that time. It was crazy. She was the only assassin in the game that actually had to wait for people. Like she would basically be a spider. You would put down a bunch of eggs, and then when someone came across, you would ult them and instantly kill them.
Yes.
And it was amazing.
Yes.
And then they decided like, oh, no one's playing Arachne. Give her 2 steroids, a slow, and a stereotypical mobility ultimate. Wow, nice job, hi-rez.
David, you remember when you and I used to play and I got the hang of Arachne, right? Do you
Yeah.
remember that arena game?
Yo, those fucking eggs.
Oh,
It was
Did you
the,
stand in the? Did you stay in the well and ult them into the well?
no, I did something hilarious. You know that the
I
spiders
would do that too, though.
Yeah, the spiders could creep block. Yeah, I would do that too, but they wouldn't get near if you see an Arachne, if you saw an Arachne back then and she was in her base, you wouldn't get near the base because you knew she was going to pull you into the base. But let me tell you what I used to do. I used to go behind one of the pillars in arena. I lay down all 5 eggs in a circle, stand in the middle of a circle and wait for somebody to come in. And then just the spiders would creep block them, and I would just stare at them while my spiders devour them. It is the funnest thing in the world. I got so many people with that. I wouldn't. It was hilarious, and this is actually something that I had a lot of fun with her. If you got Arachne in Assault, for example, that was amazing.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually think Arachne was actually like not even that bad. Like she wasn't good, but I've actually played against like at least in Joust 3v3, she was actually pretty insane in Joust 3v3.
Yes.
Because if you got anywhere near the tower, you're just dead because she'll just ult you into the tower and instantly murder you.
And before people start crying like, oh well, that's unfair. Please see Sobek, Ares.
It's not unfair.
Yeah.
Look
or
at old
Sylvanas.
Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hercules, Sylvanas, Sobek, they all can do the same thing. It's
Also,
just
her
Arachne's
ult
assassin.
isn't like the easiest thing to land in the universe. Like, it
No.
has
Yeah.
a travel speed.
Yeah.
Personally attest to that.
I think I would love to see this. You know how they bring back every once in a while like the old skins, like for example Hades and Hercules. I would like to see old versions of characters as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see old Arachne and old Nuwa.
I would just like to see the new Arachne just never be a thing. I think if you wanted to make old Arachne just a better god, you could replace her new 3 and her new alt with her old alt and her old 1. Like give her the steroids just to make her like good, and then give her like spiders and her old alt, and then sure, there you go.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun.
Because I think the problem with Arachne was that like she would jump on someone with her 2, and then the person would just run towards their team, and then Arachne would just die because she was on someone's head. And then her 3 was just pretty much useless. It was just an AoE
If
slow.
they gave her 2, like a tapering slow, like it just gets worse and worse the longer she stays on.
Yeah, or if remove stuff. I mean, I don't know. I liked Arachne.
I just liked her old alt. I was actually so angry when they got rid of that alt.
Me too.
Because that alt was like the most fun alt to use in the game.
Yes.
I actually will go ahead and say that it was just so much fun to just grab people and then be a spider. Like you felt like a spider.
Yes.
I don't feel like a spider when I play Arachne. I feel like I'm playing a stereotypical like steroid assassin.
Yes.
That's not like her
You know, she was a very fun character. It was many playstyles. She had her versatility, and I enjoyed that in gods.
Like I remember one game. My entire game, I spent just in the well with Arachne, and we won the game because they kept coming near my well, and I would just ult them into the well. And that is literally all I did that game. I got cooldown boots and Jotun's Wrath, and then I just kept ulting them into the well.
That's awesome. That's a lot of fun. One of the things before people go like, "Oh, Arachne doesn't suck," blah blah blah. I mean, Arachne can be okay when you play her, but that comes down to the player, right? Either way, I find that the best way to go Arachne is like with some attack speed and just pure tankiness, because then you're just unkillable.
Yeah.
Because of that thing, but she's not fun.
I just feel like they took away like all like the unique aspects of Arachne. They just threw on like, oh, an ability that does tick damage. Oh, an attack speed steroid. That's slow. And mobility alt, like we don't have any of those. Thor, Apollo, Ratatasker. Like, come on, hi-rez. Can you why change her alt? Her alt was the only the only ability in the game that was like unique. I mean, they put it on Sylvanas' 3, but I mean, you can't play Sylvanas and feel like Arachne.
Yeah, that's true. You just feel like a big lumbering chunk of wood.
And his 3 is impossible to land. I don't care what anyone says. I can't land that thing.
Yeah, it's a lot slower than Arachne's old ult, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I do miss Arachne's old ult. Other gods that were really fun. I mean, things that got repurposed, for example, are Guan Yu's first ult, and now it's Amaterasus. That one.
Amaterasus ult on crack.
Yeah, but it's fun.
I love the bongos.
on the topic of old gods, old Odin. I loved old Odin.
Oh my! He was
That's
amazing.
king.
He was amazing. I used to play when I played Conquest with these guys. Yeah, because I don't play Conquest anymore. I used to play Conquest with these guys, and I used to pretty much play Odin. Back when he was only wearing a red shirt. You remember that shit? A red t-shirt.
Oh yeah. Back when he was the Guardian.
Yeah.
And he held his spear with one hand.
Yes. It was amazing at taking down towers because just like Yggdrasil doesn't fall, and then just the minions are just
Oh,
tower
man,
down.
so good. Even like beta Odin when they turn him into a warrior, was he overpowered? Maybe, like they had a lot of steroids on all his abilities, but whatever. But like I just like the way he played. Like when you ulted, you actually felt like you were in control. New Odin's his ult is more like a CC. It's like I ult, now my team needs to help me. Old Odin was like I ulted, it's my time now. I'm going to kill you myself because I get 140 physical power and like infinite protections and CC.
Yes.
Back then, you could literally just box. I played Odin in 1v1s, and I could box ADCs when I ulted.
Yeah.
Like, you could just do that. Because you'd pop your 2, you get like 25% attack speed. You'd pop your 3, it would actually deal damage, unlike it does now, and you could just box them.
Yeah.
New Odin, I actually don't really like the way they went about making the new Odin because first of all, no one uses his 2 as defense. Like his 2 is like 400 HP is like 1 auto attack from an ADC. So like popping his 2 for defense, it's not really that good.
No.
And then I think the problem with Odin is all of his damage is combined with his only escape. He's like one of those gods where you're all in if you go in. Yes. You jump in, you either gonna kill them or you're gonna die.
Yes, that's actually one thing that I really enjoy about at least new Odin, is that if you're good as Odin, you can do a lot of damage. But if you can outplay the Odin, he's kind of fucked. And this is a kind of like this is now no longer a problem with a character, but now it becomes a thing of the player. And this is what I love about games like these with characters like that, is that the entire winning or losing comes down to the player's skill. Yeah. This is actually a very cool thing. One of the greatest things, in my opinion, is that, like, for example, auto attacks are now skill based.
Oh yeah,
that was one of my favorite things because I used to play League and just kind of click somebody as Ashe, turn on your Q, go make yourself a sandwich.
I hate playing LoL. Like I've played it a couple times because like some of my friends, they just do nothing but play LoL.
Yeah,
and I just don't see the appeal of the game. Like I see that where Smite like lacks skill in some areas, like League just like the way you farm in League is just the most annoying thing I've ever done. Like you need to literally like kill minions so effectively in that game. It just doesn't make it fun, in my opinion.
Agreed.
So some people call it like skill. I don't consider it skill because, well, it is skillful, but it's the wrong kind of skill. I consider skill the actual fighting the enemy player. I don't consider the skill killing these bot controlled minions.
Yes, I am with you.
That shouldn't be the skill. Yeah.
I am with you. That's why I enjoy Smite. It's about skill a lot of the time.
It's like I remember playing a LoL game and I was like losing lane because I just didn't know how to play the game. My friend just said, "Oh, just stay under the tower." So I just stood under the tower for like 20-30 minutes and we lost the game. And I was like, "Well, how did I lose the game? I went like 2-0 and didn't die anytime." So he just said, "Oh, you didn't out farm him in lane." And I'm like, "Well, how am I supposed to do that? Like I don't know how to clear these minion waves." In Smite, it's all about like you one shot the minion wave. Like the minion wave is nothing. It's just a source of farm. But when you actually fight the other person, it's all down to who can land the most autos, who can juke the best, who can land all their abilities. Like, it's all down to player v player skill, not player v lane skill.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm with you. Just to go back full circle, some gods that really benefit from this is Nox, from player skill. You have to land the silence and the one in the same kind of like thing. And this comes down to player skill. If you're not good at landing abilities like that, Nox is completely worthless for you now.
I can't play Nox.
Yeah, me either. I suck at Nox.
I can kind of play Nox.
I complain about Nox, but I can't play Nox.
Azilo plays Nox, right?
Yeah, she does. She's very good Nox.
Yeah, she's a monster.
I can't play Nox.
Yeah, there's some people are good with certain gods. Some people are not good with certain gods. Like, people will say that Freya is easy and super strong, and they can see my KD with Freya being like 0. Because I am the most garbage Freya.
I think there's a difference between easy to play and like easy to play and like, or like just like hard to master, like there's some gods in the game that are overpowered if you know how to use them, but like aren't necessarily easy to play. Like I think Freya's like kind of like teetering on like, she's not the hardest god to play, but Freya isn't like easy to play. Like,
no, not effectively.
You can't just like, okay, maybe old Freya you could because you just got like Poly and you just like instantly one-shot everything, but I mean, if you've ever played Freya, like you kind of need to know a little bit what you're doing to like do good with her.
I want to agree, but at the same time I want to bring up that I have seen Freya players just with Haste and Fatalis do a shitload of damage at like level And
But
that's
that's more due to the fact that like Freya used to be like ridiculously overpowered.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Well,
I-
here's the thing with
I
Freya.
could just be wrong.
I'm good with Freya, and I will explain.
Freya's
to you.
probably a bad example. What's a better
No,
example?
she's a good example.
I guess
because the
Nox
thing
is
is,
probably
she
the
has long-
primary example because
Oh,
I can't play Nox for the life of me, but I hate playing against Nox.
Yeah.
That's good.
I got scared for a second. I thought Mark fucking disconnected.
No
I was like, no, not again.
again.
No, but the thing with Freya is that, she's got long cooldowns on her 1 and her 2, and those are her damage sources. And she gets range
Yeah.
from her 2. If she uses that too early and somebody uses a defensive or jumps away, gets out of her range,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
can't do shit. You're a sitting duck for like 6 or 7 seconds.
Yeah, because unlike
So-
ADCs, like ADCs can pump out the same amount of damage with autos like 100, like 24/7, because that's just the way their autos work. But with Freya, like you kind of need to know when to pop your like steroids to like deal the damage, because without her steroids, she doesn't do damage. Like
That's true.
she does like 45 damage autos.
Yeah. And she's melee with no
Yeah.
movement. She's just kind of there.
That's true. That's true. Freya is a delicate character for me. I can't do Freya. I mean, I wish I could play every single character in the game, because then, but I can only play just a chunk very well. The rest are
Some characters I probably will never play.
yeah. I will never be able to be good as Uller. I am sorry, all Uller players, but you are
I can't
magical.
play Allure. I can't play that god.
You're
Snort
magic.
plays the fucking shit out of me.
But Snort's a special fucking human being. I don't understand how he does the shit that he does. He goes like, these gods suck. He fucking trucks at them. I mean, let's just put it into perspective. I mean, he goes like, I don't know how to Uller goes 14-3, and okay.
And he's playing like a tank.
I actually have respect for every Allure player out there because I can't play that god.
Yeah, they're good. The range on his 3 when he's in bow form is a little bit.
I can't land that ability.
Yeah, I can't either. The range is so long that it's hard for me to fine tune it. But the people who can do it, wow, fucking.
Yeah, I've gone against like Allures before, and they'll axe stun me like right when I'm dashing, and then they'll just like turn around, like use their 3 and their 1 at like the same time and instantly kill me.
Yeah, it's
And like I'll play Allure, I'll miss my 1, then I'll go into offensive form, miss all my other abilities, and then just die.
yeah, Uller players are definitely good. That's
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with like if Allure beats me, I'm okay with that because Allure isn't overpowered. He's just like a high skill god.
yes, and to see somebody play a high skill god effectively, that's you can't be mad at that. It's just you got outplayed. That happened. YOLO.
It's a special thing, man.
It is a special thing, but when you see somebody playing like just an auto attack god, just like and he kills you just kind of go like, all right, dude. It's like,
All right, dude.
you
You do you.
do you. I'm gonna go fuck you in the ass in a few minutes. It's,
Wait, okay. So I wasn't paying attention for a second. I came back and I heard "fuck me in the ass."
No, fuck you in the ass.
Yeah, fuck me.
Yeah, okay, fuck you in the ass.
All right.
Oh man, okay, wait. Have we?
Prison again?
Are we? How much did we lose on the Mark thing?
Not a whole lot, I don't think.
Mark?
On the Mark, yeah, when Mark disconnected.
Oh
us.
no, that wasn't a lot.
Yeah, it was like
All
maybe a minute.
Yeah, okay, cool. Because we are at about 1 hour and 30 minutes. So if you guys want to keep going, I'm totally down.
We're not an hour and 30 minutes.
No.
We started. Well,
No, we
an
started
hour
the call
and 30
really early.
Yeah. We're like
All right.
at about an hour.
All right, great. So let's keep going. I would love to keep going.
All right.
A little longer.
Let's keep going. Tier.
What?
Yeah,
Love
more
tier.
tier, more tier.
What
Yeah.
about-
I love to.
What else do we need to talk about? Tier?
What?
You
Actually,
stuck-
wait. I want to actually ask you a question, and don't take this the wrong way. But your videos, they have a resolution of 3:1. Why?
Oh, my old videos?
Yeah.
Oh, don't, dude, don't. Okay, this is a little. This isn't a long story. This isn't a long story, but I'm gonna tell it.
Okay.
I had an old monitor. All right.
Yeah.
It was. I kid you not. It was a square. It was. I think it was like I don't even know what the resolution was, but it was like I don't know. It was like 900 by 900 or something. I
Oh,
don't
that's
remember.
amazing.
But
Jesus.
I recorded all my videos, but I recorded in full screen, right? Because
Yeah.
I just did that. So when I actually rendered my videos, it was like what the heck am I gonna do with this like 900 by 900 video? So it would stretch it out, right? It would stretch it out, and then it would make the quality so freaking horrendous. But like some of my first videos, like the first like tier video I ever made, I for some of it I just recorded I recorded it wrong. I just recorded the desktop, so I put black bars on the side and made it a square because it was like, that's a good idea. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing back then.
That's
No, I mean,
hilarious.
none of us did.
Yeah, we all have to start somewhere, right?
Yeah,
I
I
just-
honestly just started because I was like, I'm just gonna make a video with stuff in it, and then I don't know, people started watching it, and I was like, okay,
That works.
make more videos of stuff in it.
Yeah. It's good. I mean, I thought it was good. It's just, it was really funny when I first saw the video.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
don't trust me. I think my old videos, quality wise, are absolutely trash.
well, I mean, I think our
Yeah.
first video is bad. Like, I mean, not bad in the sense that it's bad, but like the quality of the recording on our first
The
videos.
resolution.
Yeah, the resolution is just garbage.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Now we're doing 60 FPS stuff.
yeah, you just gotta start somewhere.
I've stuck with the same computers, so I couldn't like really improve like that much. But I think at least rendering wise and like actually keeping at like I try and like record it. Like I basically have my game windowed now, so I have it windowed at like 720p.
Cool.
Because even though my new monitor is actually my monitor is like the opposite of what it used to be. Now it's like a huge like long rectangle. so I have to like I think it's like 1600 by 900 or something.
Okay, I just imagine it's the complete opposite now. I now have a rectangle that's about 2 inches high and about 3 feet wide.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I haven't I got this monitor for like $30 from my friends, so I'm not gonna complain too much.
Yeah, of course. Oh,
'Cause my old monitor actually like when I was using it, my monitor I turned it on one day and a spark flew out of it and it shut off. And I was like, all right, I'm never turning that thing on again. And so yeah, I had to get a new monitor, and I was like, my friend was like, oh, here's a monitor for $30, and I was like, I'm not gonna complain, I'll take it.
that reminds me of my old laptop. It used to spark on the side too.
Whew.
That's
That's not good.
Yo, David, do you remember that shit? I was in his house.
Brought
I
it
was
up.
I was in his house, and then we were trying to play Smite. And first of all, my old laptop is just fucking shit, dude. Like Intel HD graphics would have been an upgrade from what I had. And and I remember I was trying to play this shit, and every time somebody would like move, my computer on the side would go pop pop, and it would just start sparking on the side. It was hilarious. I was like, yeah, I gotta hit that turbo.
It was fucking great.
All right.
Your laptop was character.
Yo, my laptop was so fucking bad. Had like 1 gig of RAM or some shit like that. I was
That's all
surprised
you
that
can ever need.
I was surprised.
Oh, yeah,
that
of course.
It was stupid. But now I have this beauty.
Now I have a huge problem now when I'm recording videos, because my monitor is like the size of a wall.
Cool. Wow.
Whenever I record, it's like huge. And then Josh has like a normal size monitor. So if I ever put any of his shit in the same video, I have to like
There's a
squeeze
weird-
down my stuff.
Black section on either side that you like crop out
Oh,
and
yeah.
zoom in slightly.
So what I do is I set the resolution to Josh's video, and then I just crop mine. So like we're missing like the sides of my video, like it's all zoomed in and shit.
It's beautiful.
It's
Glorious.
That's pretty
It
fun.
kind of sucks ass, but
Yeah, whatever.
yeah.
All right, you wanted to say something, David, before I interrupted you with the resolution thing.
I was just talking shit about Tier.
Oh,
Hello.
Oh, what?
No,
I
Excuse me,
love
'cause
Tier.
When Tier first came out, he was
Okay.
the only god I played.
Yeah.
I didn't even play Herc, and Herc's my main. Like I stopped playing Herc, and all I did was play Tier, and he was
I think-
beautiful.
I
He's
think
amazing.
old tier was even I'm gonna say this, he was borderline broken. Like
He
Oh,
was
yeah.
old tier, you could just do anything you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Like you could 1v5 the enemy team and would just be like, excuse me, like please, you can't do anything.
did you ever
freaking tier?
build old tier with crit?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, totally.
Dude,
Deathbringer,
That's 1K
Deathbringer
out
all
of
the way.
attack.
my god, I crit a Hercules once as old tier for 1.8k.
Exactly.
I took away half of his health, and the Hercules looked at me and just dashed away. I was like, fuck that guy.
My old build had one defensive item in it. It had shifter shield, and that was it. That was my only defensive item.
I like it. That's the way to do it.
That's
If you did that nowadays, you would believe me, you would instantly die. But
Yeah.
Why?
I would go like pen boots, shifter shield. I think I went into like Jotuns, and then I would go Frostbound, Deathbringer, and Executioner, something like that.
Oh god, that
Yeah.
sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, once you start autoing someone, they're not gonna survive very long.
No. That actually, there's a god that has that right now. That if somebody starts out, like if it starts auto attacking you, you're pretty much dead. And I've had the unfortunate life of being a mage with no escapes against a Ravna that has fucking frostbound hammer. I got shit on
Yeah, but
consistently.
speaking of pillow auto attacks, it's so embarrassing to die to a Robin because his autos do like 40 damage, but you just can't get away from him.
Yeah, you could just walk back to your tower, but he's
It's
just like,
so frustrating. Like whenever you play like a not like even like Outwash or something, he'll just like stick to you. He'll just like keep punching you. But
Yeah.
he's doing no damage to you, but you're
Like
like
a
you
hyper
can't
predator.
get away.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god, you remember? Did you ever see that video? This was years ago of the guy that kills another guy with a spoon, and he just keeps hitting him lightly with the spoon, and then like it just goes through his whole
Oh,
life
yeah,
getting hit
yeah.
by the spoon. And that's how I imagine Ravna.
Pretty
Because
much.
it's exactly how it is. It just drives you insane, and I hate it. And I mean, Ravna, I think he got buffed to the point that they don't hit like pillows; they hit like slightly toasted marshmallows.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So-
like, they burn a little bit,
Yeah,
like, just a little bit.
exactly. And it's just so annoying because you have no escape. You're Anubis or Upwash, and he's just like tuk 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 tuk.
All right. All right. I have a super important question.
Okay.
It's like completely off topic. All right. Double tap. Do you play Dark Souls?
Does it cost money?
Yes.
Yes.
Then your answer is no.
Oh man, you are Brutal Poseidon's spirit animal then.
Yep.
I used to buy all my games. Like I had like so many PS3 games. The reason I stopped buying games is because actually the whole reason I got a not a PS4. The whole reason I got a PC was because I wanted to play Battlefield 4. So I pre-ordered the game, costed like $80-$90 or whatever.
Yeah.
Played the game. It was absolutely terrible. Got scarred for life. Wasted I literally sold like all of my PS3 games to get it, and I haven't bought a game since.
Oh man.
Yep.
That's actually pretty
Okay.
similar to what happened to me because I had the same thing happen to me, but with Battlefield 3. I pre-ordered the shit out of Battlefield 3 because I was a Battlefield fan since Bad Company, and then Bad Company
yeah.
2, and Bad Company 2 was like the thing. It was the
Oh, I love
best
Bad
fucking
Company
shooter
2.
I've ever played,
So
and
good.
it was amazing. I was like, oh my god, Battlefield 3, it came out. I gotta get it. Fucking pre-order bonus, all this shit, throwing money at EV Games and shit like that, and just fucking cash. I have no cash, but here, have it anyway. I've been sucking dick behind the school, and then finally it comes. I put it in my fucking PS3 because
And it's a hot pile of shit.
yeah, and I go like, what happened?
To be fair, like I think still the most game I've ever played was actually it might be Smite now, but I think before Smite it was definitely Battlefield 3 because I didn't actually play Battlefield 3 like on release. I played it like quite a while after, like when they actually like patched out all like the stuff. And man, that game was so good. Like
Yeah.
Battlefield 3 before was obviously like that game like sucked. Like Battlefield 3 at least from what I've heard, it was very bad. Like
Well-
all like release.
I want to point out that it's not as good as Battlefield 2 because in Battlefield, I mean,
Oh no,
Battlefield 2.
like you can't beat the classics. Like I played Bad Company too,
Seriously.
man. That game's like I don't even know how you beat that game. Like
Right. I mean,
just for,
adding
like it's so
it's
good.
good. It's good. Adding jets was definitely a huge thing. I was like, oh my god, jets, this is awesome. But
Like,
then
the snipers were fun. Like
Yeah.
everything in that game was just fun to use.
it's true. The downside that I see from Battlefield 3 was first of all the DLC rain, and yeah, the DLC rain and the what's it called, and the fact that half of the environment wasn't destructible anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, the best thing about Battlefield Bad Company 2 is that you could fuck campers by destroying the place that they're camping at, and
Yes.
Yeah.
and that was cool. It's like, they have
that's true. That's
they
true.
have a sniper nest in this building. Fuck it, bring it down.
We'll
with
level the
C4.
building.
Yeah, level the building.
Battlefield 3?
Yeah.
Battlefield Bad Company 2. There were
Yeah,
many.
in Battlefield 3, it's like, oh wow, I blew up a wall.
Yeah.
And like Bad Company 2, it's like I blew up your whole building.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
It was amazing.
Yeah, and even when they would fucking go into the what's it called into the mountains or whatever, you would just be like order a mortar strike as a counter sniper, and that's it. Yeah,
Didn't they also
Oh, that game's so
add
good.
destroyable terrain in Battlefield 4?
Yes.
yeah, but I never after Battlefield 3, I just didn't trust it. I was like, I went.
Like Bad
I
Company
trusted
2.
it, and I regret it. I regret
I
it.
think the thing is, Bad Company 2 was just such a good game at the time we can't really bring any of the current ones to meet what we felt when we played that game.
Yeah, I feel like
'cause it was
that actually
so
does
awesome.
bring up a good point. Like, you kind of get blinded by nostalgia almost because like
Yeah.
I've gone back and like I played like one of my favorite first-person shooters of all time was Star Wars Battlefront 2. I played so much on my PS2 with that game, it's not even funny. But I went back and played it, and like I almost couldn't even play the game just because of the graphics. Like I could not see what was happening.
Yeah.
Like
And-
it's still a really fun game. Don't get me wrong, but like it doesn't feel like when I first played it.
That's
Yeah.
true because it was its own thing at the time, and I get what you're trying to bring up with Bad Company 2, but I have gone back to Bad Company 2, and
Oh
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
enjoyed
Okay,
it.
that's a little bit different because that's like still like I still think it's like pretty relevant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the graphics are still good. Like even like I think it's actually better than Call of Duty. Like I'm gonna just like put it out there. Like
That's
I don't care
hilarious.
if there's any Call of Duty fans. I actually think it's still better than modern Call of Duty games.
Well,
yeah,
actually,
and the gameplay's even better too.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
funny you should bring up that in particular because in the same way that Bad Company 2 was amazing, Modern Warfare 2 was unbelievable at the time. I
Yeah.
played
I also played a lot of
shit
Modern Warfare.
Me too.
out of Modern Warfare 2. Like
Me too.
I was such a I could
That was
call
the
nukes
that was the
before
last Call
match
of Duty
started.
game I actually like thoroughly enjoyed.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed it too, but I dumped it for Bad Company 2.
Yeah, it wasn't
Well-
as good, but I think it was still like I don't know why people like compared like Battlefield with Call of Duty because they're just two different games. Like
Yeah, but
they're both first-person shooters, but they're still like pretty different from each other.
that's true.
Yes.
I don't know. I just Freddie and I always complained about campers, and when we realized that you could blow up buildings in Bad Company 2, we're just like, fuck campers. And then
True launcher time, C4, let's go.
yeah, I mean, it's all a matter of taste in the end, right? If you
Yeah.
like Call of Duty,
Yeah.
I'm sorry your tastes are shit, but you know.
Jeez.
I mean, I would say if you like the old Call of Duties, I mean, I'm fine with
Oh,
them.
yeah.
The new Call of
Old Call of
Duty's
Duty.
like, oh, they're just
They're money
so,
grabs.
like-
They're money
yeah.
grabs. They're soulless money grabs with just new pain of code.
I mean, nowadays the reason I think like free to play games are usually better is because like developers just can't like they actually have to like focus on like the appeal of the game and not just the content.
Yeah.
Like new games, it's like how much content can we shove into one game, and then how much DLC can we release throughout the game?
yeah.
Well, actually, that's another thing. There was a game long ago that I was so excited for. It was going to be the game of my dreams.
Mass
And it was
Effect 3.
amazing, but the content of it was lacking in mainly one area. The game's name was Titanfall,
oh,
and the
Oh.
content it lacked was the fucking campaign. Oh God, I've never been so disappointed in a game for a campaign.
you know,
than
I
Titanfall.
actually don't like this trend. I don't like this trend that games are doing nowadays, where you have just a multiplayer game.
No, I actually don't agree with that.
I mean,
I think for games like Battlefield, I don't like their campaign, but I think you could like I still like single player aspects. I am the kind of person who sometimes just wants to go into a game and just like not play against other people.
Oh, so you mean like
Like
when
the
we
reason
played Halo
actually
1
on like
through
Star Wars Battlefront 2 for example, all I ever did was play against bots. That's all I ever did. And like even Call of Duty, like even like I played like Black Ops and like Black Ops 2.
yeah, but the
and-
zombies.
Yeah, exactly.
That was
Oh,
fun,
amazing.
but that can be done in single player. I mean, like a campaign wise, and then I'm talking about I'm not talking
If
about
campaign's done well, it can be really fun to do.
Yeah,
Campaign.
to me a
Or
campaign is
co-op.
very
I loved co-op.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I,
Co-op.
to me, a
Yes.
campaign is very important, at least in games. Like I love games with good, engaging campaign. I remember there was a Call of Duty. It might have been Modern Warfare 2, the one that had the nuke.
Yeah, that was Modern Warfare
Yeah,
2.
yeah,
Where
yeah.
you're
It
in
was
the
so
helicopter and it goes
Yeah.
off.
That was
and it
really
goes up.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit like that is memorable, and that
Yeah,
is from the
especially when
single
you-
player experience. This is from the
Especially
single.
when you wake up from the nuke and you're like,
Yes.
I'm still alive? What the hell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really good.
Yeah, and this is from a single player experience. This makes your game memorable. Like just like a standard arena fighter first person shooter with just multiplayer. is
Yeah,
not
like
memorable.
I feel like most multiplayer games, like at least this is what I do. I play the campaign and then I go play the multiplayer. Like I
Exactly.
don't
Me
like
too.
instantly jump into the multiplayer because that's not like what I think of like the game. I think of the multiplayer as what keeps the game like it keeps the longevity of the game, but it's not what keeps like the core like portion of the game. Like I play the campaign, I'm like, wow, that was really sweet, but I still want to like play a game, so I go play the multiplayer.
Right,
Yeah.
but like if you have games that are just like multiplayer only, like like I don't know about the new Call of Duties, but like can you? I mean, yeah, but then you have just like. I mean, you just have a new Call of Duty with just a new code of paint, and that's it.
But
It has no
like,
sustenance.
I also like the reason why you brought up Titanfall, because I think the reason like no one cared about Titanfall is because why would you care about a game? Like there's no storyline, there's nothing to care about. It's just you're just another shooter. But because you don't have a campaign, you can't associate any like care or like identity to the game.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's what I like.
Can you imagine?
wanted.
Can you imagine a campaign where like you like charge forward with like 3 other like freaking like giant mech robots, and then you're fighting like a giant group of like I don't know other mech robots? Like that would be
What's that
pretty
game
cool.
called? Lost Planet, was it?
Lost Planet was amazing.
Like that.
Lost Planet was a fantastic fucking game where you were alone practically on this gigantic place where you were freezing to death almost the entire time. You had mechs to your things, gigantic ass monsters to try and defeat. Shit hit the fan all the damn time, but it was unbelievable, and it was strictly almost nothing but a campaign game.
Like for me, that game had the action of a side scroller, but it was 3
Amazing. It's just fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's how Titanfall should have been.
Yeah, but this is exactly my point. I don't like the new trend that everything is just like a cut and paste, just like
Yeah.
I don't like the trend of most
I think
modern games
possibly
nowadays as it is.
I think my
Like
biggest
DLC is for
disappointment
everything.
was-
right?
I think my biggest disappointment was actually Star Wars Battlefront, like the new one.
Oh,
Yes!
my
because
Oh.
it's just an arena. It's just an arena shooter.
disappointing.
It has no
And,
no
like,
sustenance.
It lacked a single player, which they could have done in like the graphics of that
Easily.
game. I'm gonna say the
Yeah.
graphics look freaking amazing.
Yes, they-
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that the graphics look amazing. So can you imagine? Can you imagine like a massive freaking like battle with just like a bunch of freaking guys, just like AT-ATs and like stuff everywhere, just like
Okay.
amazing. That would just be freaking amazing. But they didn't do that because I don't know.
Okay, so here's something on that, like for specifically for Battlefront. Even though people didn't like the first, like not 4, 5, and 6, I'm talking about 1, 2, and 3. There was 2 battles that come to mind that would be amazing to replay in Battlefront with Battlefront's graphics. The freaking one where the Jar Jar Binks people fight the clones.
The Naboo. That.
Yeah, they fight the droids, and then where all the Jedi duke it out with all the stormtroopers with their clones.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how could you like?
Okay,
People would have
under the
nerdgasms
logic-
over those.
I'm under the logic of that. Like maybe the movies weren't that good, but like I actually like the prequel like feel more than I like the I guess the original feel. Like the original feel felt more like an actual like rebellion, which didn't really feel like the Star Wars. Like though it didn't fit the wars part of it in my opinion. I would love to have like you said like I remember from Star Wars Battlefront 2, my favorite mission was the one where you got to kill a bunch of Jedi. Like that was freaking amazing. So can you imagine if they had the graphics of the new one? It just blows my mind. Like it would have looked so much. It just would have looked so amazing.
That's a classic. That's the classic problem. You're given the lore. You're given this huge legacy. Awesome game. You can't possibly fuck it up. But then you give it to
And,
EA.
yeah. Dude, honestly,
That's
EA
where you
is
fucked
like
up.
I hate EA.
Coño, like
See,
High five! That was fantastic. That was
No,
one of
I
the
mean-
best fucking answers. I've
how
ever-
many maps are there? I mean, this is just a. You
There's
just,
There's like 3. There's like 3 or 4 in the
there's
new
3
game.
and then there's DLC for one.
Yeah.
Dude, look
Yeah.
at
So
look at
it's-
freaking Star Wars Battlefront 2. There's like 30 maps, and like each map is like
Yeah.
5 or 6 game modes. Not
And some
including
of the maps-
space battles. Where's the space battles?
Exactly.
Excuse me?
yeah,
Oh,
but
oh,
this is
this
exactly
game
what I
we're
mean.
not gonna have space battles. We're gonna have space battles in the next game that you're gonna have to pay $70 for. Like
Oh.
what?
Yeah, because that's a new trend. That's the thing that I absolutely don't like, the new trend. And this, I think, it started with Call of Duty when you sell a half-baked game and then you go like, you want
And
the
then you
complete
release
version?
like 16
The first
DLCs.
one,
Yeah.
the first one that it really fucking did that,
Mass
in my
Effect,
opinion at least.
Mass Effect, Mass Effect,
Mass Effect,
Mass Effect.
but the one that had a bigger impact was Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Destiny gave you half a game, and then you had to pay for DLC for the other half.
but yeah, but
the
at
thing-
least you had the game, right? At least you had a lot of time.
No.
I
No.
honestly think like Star Wars Battlefront was disappointing to me on so many levels because like it's Star Wars Battlefront, and it was one of those games that was hyped up for years. Like
Yeah.
I've always been like a Star Wars fan and a Star Wars Battlefront fan. Like I love Battlefront too. But when they announced this game, I was like totally riding EA's dick. I'm gonna say that. I was being like, "Oh EA, please bring me this game. You can't possibly mess it up. And then I
That's
get
what
to
I
the
thought
game.
too.
It's like we have 4 maps.
Wait, I want to interrupt you. I'm sorry. Did anybody else imagine a Tyr with a fedora and some sunglasses with a tiny skirt and a blush, riding on an EA logo with a huge boner, just going, "Oh, EA-san, please notice me." Did anybody else imagine that?
That was the first thing I did, but it was a brief flicker.
Oh,
EA loading.
Then I imagined myself on that dick as well.
I wasn't. It wasn't a brief flavor. It was a.
It's a long lingering.
A long lingering.
I don't think I want that image in my head.
The thing that's really ticking me off, honestly, with most games nowadays, especially the big titles, are how much people are hyping these games.
Yeah.
Like that's what's
kills
actually
games.
killing. Like that's what's killing these games. We're hyped for Destiny because it's made by the makers of Halo and Call of Duty.
Elder Scrolls Online.
You literally
Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Elder
so
Scrolls
many
Online.
games.
Elder Scrolls Online. Oh,
I remember Mark was so fucking hyped for this shit.
Mark almost threw his computer out the window.
Yeah.
He almost
Fuck.
did.
Yeah.
No, this scares
I actually really agree with that. Like the reason I don't think any free to plays usually fails because no one hears about that. I never heard about Smite before, so there's no hype behind it. I'm going in with no expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think if they hyped up when they hype up games for 2 years or something, and they're just they're hyping it up. Oh look, we have a teaser trailer here. Oh, we have a teaser trailer here. You get hyped up, and then you finally drop the game, and it's it's not bad, but it's not it's just okay. I've been waiting for 2 years, and I get this.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Duke Nukem.
Oh my God! No!
no.
No!
Come on, dude.
I was so ready for that.
Okay,
It was,
hold on. Let's talk about something that's going to happen.
Oh God.
Okay. How many of you guys are hyped for the new Kingdom Hearts?
Wait, that one's coming for PC, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
I've never actually played that game. 'Cause I've never owned any.
I'm
Nintendo.
unsure.
I
Because-
played that game when it first came out. I was in 2nd grade or some shit.
It looks
First grade,
cool.
I don't remember.
I'm
And
unsure.
I loved the shit out of that game.
I
And
don't.
now that the 3rd one is coming out, my dick is pulsating so much right now.
I kind of.
At least you're not riding EA's dick this
Yeah.
time.
I kind.
Yeah, at least it's a Japanese one. It's really tiny. I can hardly feel it.
Damn.
You can barely feel it.
Sorry to our Japanese friends.
All right.
Well, I mean, okay, hold on. I wanna say that I kind of feel you on that. I kind of would love to see Kingdom Hearts 3 on PC with the beautiful graphics and the throbbing cocks and shit and some, But the problem, I don't want to trust it because I've been hurt in the past by companies.
Yeah.
And for example, do you know the other spin-off games? Not spin-offs, but the ones that are not exactly the main Kingdom Hearts thing. There was one that was in the Nintendo DS, I remember, and it was you play 3 characters that are completely unrelated to the storyline that I knew, and it was just hard to get into because you had to pick one of the 3 characters, and it just didn't feel, it just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't catch
But
me.
the first one and the second one were really good.
Oh,
So,
I know. I
I think
agree.
The 3rd one is good.
I think,
But at the same time,
Yeah.
I think it's really hard to create engaging single player campaigns nowadays. I haven't played a single player campaign for any game in a long time that has actually
What?
been wow, this is really good.
Okay. Are you talking about single player campaigns where they don't have a multiplayer on the background of it?
I guess, but I mean,
Well,
some
now
games,
I
some
want
games
you to
stick on
name-
multiplayers
I want you to
It's
name a game that you played that you wanted the single player to be good, but did not really have a multiplayer base on its back.
What game?
I play what was that game? No, I can't remember the name of it.
that's
what
not
I
the
mean,
point. The point is,
Yeah.
okay, look at fucking Evolve. That's a multiplayer game too.
It's strictly a multiplayer.
Oh,
Yes.
Evolve.
But
oh,
how pissed off was I when I found out that there was no fucking campaign for that game?
yeah.
I thought you were gonna be
And
freaking
they're
the mummy
good.
returns. You're in a treasure hunter or some
No,
shit.
yeah, I guess you're right. I
Yeah.
remember one of my
Yeah.
favorite one of my favorite campaign games was actually Ratchet and Clank. I played almost all
Oh
of
my
them.
god.
Yeah, that's
Love
awesome.
Ratchet and Clank.
Motherfucker.
Yo, Ratchet and Clank had a reboot recently, and they're coming out with a movie.
Yeah.
Not only did they have a reboot, you know which game I want to see a reboot that was its sister clone? Fucking Jack and Daxter.
Oh, Jack and
I would
Daxter.
love that shit.
Oh, yeah.
I would love that shit.
Ooh.
How many goosebumps? How much goosebump did you get when Jack first uttered his first words in the second game? I think it was after he gets tortured for 2 years.
I'm gonna kill Praxis.
Yeah,
It's like,
dude. Oh my god, that was so fucking
It
like.
was like, oh shit, he's pissed.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Not
that
only
was.
that,
Some good games.
Not only that, how psyched were you when you found out Jack and Daxter, or I'm sorry, yeah, Jack and Daxter was gonna have a fucking gun? I was like, oh man, I don't just have to punch stuff anymore, I get a gun? Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
And the little
And the guns were
surfboard,
sick.
the surfboard,
were
the transformations. That was a really good game. I really loved
Oh,
it.
both Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter were phenomenal series, and I'm so glad that they're.
You watching this? You watching this, EA?
I have to see the movie. I don't care if it sucks. I'm gonna go see the movie.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, the
Yeah,
new Ratchet and Clank game is pretty much a refleshing of the old one.
But that's fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it is. It
I've
isn't
even
bad.
played I even played like a Crack in Time, which is one of like the newer actually really like full games, I guess you could say. And I love that game. Like I thought it was still pretty good. I thought it was, I don't think it was like as good as like the originals, but like compared to a lot of new games, I think it's still like held pretty true to what it was trying to do. I didn't like it as much as like Up Your Arsenal was like always my favorite. That's always gonna be my favorite.
Going Commando was mine. I'm sorry. Like Going Commando was awesome.
I loved Up Your Arsenal. I played so much of that game, just grinding for the freaking like the final weapons in the game, and beating like freaking Dr. Nefarious.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bring back good times.
Dr. Nefarious. The only thing I hated.
It took me so long to beat that game. Took me so long.
The only thing I didn't like about the whole series was that once you got the final armor, unless you're using like tuxedo Ratchet, you couldn't see your face anymore because the fucking armor suit. Why? I want to see his facial expressions. God damn it!
Yeah, you have to admit some of those like final armor suits look pretty bad.
It's
like
cool as
Iron
hell.
Man on crack.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm not gonna lie, it was hilarious how that game was so PG until the end, where she goes, "All right, what the fuck is going on?" But they bleeped out, and you saw everybody's face go, "Oh, she swore!" Oh, oh no, it's freaking great. Like back that was a hilarious thing to me. Like all those series were so good, and I'm not gonna lie, most of the modern video game series today could do even better with their revenue if they just did what Halo did. Halo Anniversary, this bitch. Cause
I would buy that instantly. If
Well-
they remastered all of the games with like new graphics and like
seriously,
oh man, they would make so much money.
They just did that with Battlefront.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Oh yeah, just a that's literally all they had to do. To be honest, that's actually all they had to do was just remaster the game, and they would have made like millions off of it.
yeah, like ridiculous amounts of money off that. It would have been
Like
amazing.
I know they said, "Oh, this is a reboot." Why reboot it? It's perfect. You just
I know.
you put the graphics into the game like it is. You could literally keep every other element. You could literally keep every single last element of the old game. Maybe like improve it a little bit, and then bam, you've just satisfied
That's the
every
bare
freaking
minimum.
orgasm ever.
And it would have been fine.
Yeah. And how
Like,
hard was that?
I'm not gonna lie. That is like one of the best looking games I've ever seen. Like
Yeah.
the new Battlefront looks freaking amazing.
It does.
But they just I don't know why they didn't just like look at the old game and they're like, why can't we just use all the stuff that they had there? They could have even made the maps the same.
It was a cash grab.
It was a cash grab.
Like it's ridiculous.
When,
It was
when
EA shoving
Okay.
their dicks in everyone. again.
shameless cash grabs ruin games, man. I mean, there's some games that are really good when they're redone. Like, do you remember? I don't know if Master's Quest for the Zelda series. Do you remember that shit? Because that was awesome.
I'm not a Nintendo fan, so
Oh well, because I love the Zelda series, and I remember
I've only ever played what's it called? Phantom something.
Phantom Hourglass. That
Phantom
was-
Hourglass. I
eh.
actually really like that game. I like that game. It's the only Zelda game I've ever played on the Nintendo DS.
It wasn't bad. It just wasn't memorable to me.
I mean, that's the only one I've ever played, so I can't compare it to. Oh, I've played Wind Waker. Now that I think about it, I have played
Wind
Waker.
Waker's
That game was
awesome.
really good. That was really
Oh,
good.
that was
You wanna-
awesome. But
I
like,
played
wait,
that a little bit.
I just want to bring up that the Nintendo did do a remake of Ocarina of
Didn't
Time.
they make a remake of Wind Waker?
Yes, an HD remake. I don't know how well that did. I do remember that at least the new one for Ocarina of Time did a lot of good. And, you know, it's nice to see things. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think Nintendo kind of has that a little bit too far down. Like, they haven't. I don't think Nintendo has created too many original content in like a very long time. They really like their core basic
Finally did
Mario,
what I my whole life.
Zelda. They like that stuff. They like their products.
Yeah, but they're a good example. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I mean, I guess that is true because like how synonymous is gaming with Mario and Zelda. Like I guess that's a testament to how well they've done that. Like you can look at multiplayer games that are like on like the PS3 or the Xbox. Like most people don't like recognize like some of the characters from there. Like even like Call of Duty, like Soap and all those people. Like it's not like a synonymous name with gaming necessarily. You freaking say Mario, and even like 80-year-old people will know what that fucking is. Like it's Mario. Like it's just a like it's a pop culture name now. Like it's made a name for itself.
Yeah.
Hell, that name prints out money just by itself.
Yeah, it's done well, you know. I mean, I guess you can throw the same game so many times and it becomes kind of like predictable, whatever. But it's still something that you can just pop.
Yeah,
and
it's
enjoy. It's something that's just enjoyable. It's not meant for like hardcore gaming. It's just like it's something that you can.
I mean,
just
let's play Mario Maker.
Get a room, you two.
Okay.
Hey guys,
Yo,
check it
Mike.
out. All right, so
You people.
What do you mean, you people?
35 minutes.
What do you mean, you people?
I mean, you two.
All right,
That can talk for eternity.
We should probably wrap
It's
this up.
good.
Yeah.
No,
Alright, let's
it's
wrap it.
good.
I
like
could
you
talk
guys
for
to
way
talk.
too long, but
No, let's do gotta be safe. Wrap it up.
let's do
It's good. It's just I gotta wrap it up because
This camera can literally go, fuck you, I'm done at
Yeah.
any second now. I've
Yeah.
been waiting for that for the past 10 minutes.
What you?
all right.
Okay. I mean, maybe if you got a better camera, you would shut the fuck up.
I don't know. It's a fucking GoPro
Okay,
3
guys.
Plus.
All right, Mr. Moneybags, you want to get me a new GoPro?
First
Let's see,
of all,
and send us some beer from Germany too while you're at it.
I can send you money bag. It's gonna be empty though because I have no.
Why do you think I only play free to plays?
You guys are each other's halves. Like,
Yeah.
yes, better halves of each other.
Yeah.
It's great. You guys gave me an idea for a thumbnail.
Yeah, I'll put my dick inside him. It's okay.
All right.
Just
but
show
anyways,
Tyr in a tutu riding on EA's dick.
No, well, yes.
well, I was gonna put both of you in some sort of sexual situation.
Do you want to? There's a video online if you want to just Pornhub.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Dang. Okay, here we go again with the offside. So we're going to have to sign this off. We talked about a lot of good shit. I
Yes.
love how we got everybody's hopes and dreams, and we rustled some jimmies there later on the episode.
Oh, we rustled
Yeah.
some jimmies.
We did.
It wasn't that bad.
It was fun. I enjoyed my time here, and I thank you for coming on, Mr. Tier.
It was great. I'll do this anytime if you want.
That's great.
I like talking.
And hopefully we can play sometime, honestly, because I'd love to see some of that Tier action.
I want to see that. That's one of the few
Yeah.
characters I love in Smite.
We need to do a 5v5 all tier with DoubleTap.